wait until it goes through on Twitch. Hello everyone, welcome back to the cold Open Cup round of 64. Phantasma versus worst 5-digit. I am Willow, joined here by Dynascape.
Hey, what is up? Willow doing well, and today we are kicking off this end of the round of 64 with a pretty exciting matchup. We've got Phantasma C22 versus worst 5-digit, rank 43 in the qualifiers. And so this is probably one of the closer matchups we'll see throughout the weekend. I mean, like, definitely we've seen, 1 through 61 versus 64, stuff like that. So in terms of how some of these matches have gone, this should go a little closer than some of the sweeps.
I mean, as far as I'm looking at, the rest of this weekend is pretty close. The 3 matches that remain, they're all pretty close matches.
We're definitely like ending the weekend with a bang in terms of the streamed matches, right?
I'm definitely not biased because one of those matches is mine.
Ooh. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you are playing in the final match of the weekend. That's gonna be streamed at, I believe, 3 hours from now, something like that.
Yeah, 22. That's a very late game for me.
Yeah, so we'll see how you do.
Wait, I am from the UK. That is 10 PM for me.
Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, good. Well, good luck to you. I'm sure you'll be practicing after these 2 blocks that we have together.
Yeah, definitely. It's not like I haven't played the pool yet.
Interesting. Interesting.
I have been very ill. I have not had it in
true.
me to practice.
No problem. But for now, we're gonna see a little bit of SB with the worm was very cool. Based on the qualifier seedings, it seems like Phantasma is really a great physical team, and that's what really propelled them to C22. Just looking really quick, they got 12th and 13th on both of the rice maps, so that's very, very impressive, especially considering they are C22. And looking at worst 5-digit, it seems like they're quite even across the board, kind of like around that 40th place area for each of the maps, though it does struggle on harder LN with a 56th placement on LN2. So I think something they could probably push for, and especially in terms of a round of 64, they can definitely try to outact their opponent in stuff like early game rice. That's something I like to see from worst 5-digit, whereas Phantasma can probably pick the trickier maps in the pool, stuff such as hybrid 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And I realize me saying that is like because you haven't practiced the So, something for you to think about as well, Willow, Hybrid 1 and 2, pretty tricky.
I watched the showcase, so that's why I haven't practiced. I'm pretty confident just from looking at the picks.
Yeah, definitely. And especially if you are good at early game accuracy, that can definitely help. But the problem is you need 2 teammates that are good at that.
My teammate has been playing V2HR all week.
Okay, that's definitely a way to train accuracy. Pretty cool. I mean, it's definitely a great way to train accuracy. However, it's also kind of hard to skill boost that in like the context of a week to prepare for the tournament. So hopefully things turn out well for that.
I love this map so much.
Yeah, it's I really like this song. I mean, it seems like all the players are struggling with the SV, so I wonder whose pick it is. I think it might be worst 5-digits, just based on the fact that Kenko is doing decent amount better than RC9, so however...
We're handling the earlier parts of the song worse than the plays on Phantasma.
Yeah, I guess once you got to those more abrasive teleports, they couldn't really, obviously it requires some decent amount of memory and stuff like that. So you can see why once things got harder with the SV, they fell off a little bit. That's gonna do it for, I believe, worst 5 digits warm up. And we're gonna go ahead and go into Phantasmas. It's gonna be primary in the garden. 4.89 for 3 minutes. Jeez. Alright, there we go. We went down a rate, so.
Yep. 5 BPM misses, probably Jack. And the fact it has rates.
Yeah, totally.
Very likely Jack. You can smell the Jack map from miles away. If anything, this will be speed jerk.
Yeah, probably nothing too dense if it is, just based on the BPM and the star rating. Oh wow, and I'm actually looking at the MP link. Does seem like the SV map was worst 5 digits warm up, as Ankle and Turfite actually did very well. Turfite and XA, I think, were playing in the extra slots.
Yeah.
On the side of Phantasma, we are missing a player. I think they don't have. Who is that? Oh, Tristan. Which might be a blow to them if Tristan isn't here for the match, because I believe they are quite good physically for the Rise and help them to get some of their higher placements for the qualifiers. Oh yeah, and as you said, it is pretty light core jack.
Very speed jacky, so yep.
And everyone doing quite well with that first little key eye. Kenko at a 97, and so close behind as Kenko takes a drop. And RTA and XA kind of trailing at that 95 mark. Well, it is certainly a map to get your hands warm, huh? Yeah, it's fast. Might be a little out of reach. Exactly. Might be a little out of reach for at least the players shown. However, again, as always, if you think warm up might be too draining on your stamina, you don't have to play it.
Yeah, no team handling this particularly well. Except Kenko on a combo that breaks as we get into the jack again.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, everyone except for Einzel currently at a B rank. As the map has gone on and on, we've seen them shift from a 95, 96 all the way down to 90s and even a low 83 out of RC. So definitely, again, as I've said, a map to get your hands warm.
Yeah, for 125, that was... No, for 123, that was fairly tense. Like...
Oh yeah, definitely like spread throughout with the 2s and 3s, no quads or anything. However, still very tricky.
So that should wrap up our warm-ups.
Yeah, and we're gonna go ahead and get into the roles. As always, the role winner does get first pick regardless of what they choose, whether or
Hmm.
not to protect first and ban second, or ban first and protect second.
Yeah, that is a concept I am very much not used to.
It's very confusing.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
very hard to explain.
95-89?
Oh wow. We've had some monster like double rolls in this uh round so far. A lot of like double 90s, a 90 and an 80, stuff like that. So
Mhm.
honestly, seeing a 95 and 89, this must be like the third or fourth time that we've seen like at
Yeah,
least 85 plus on both sides. Yeah, but worst 5 digit will get first pick regardless, and the choice of protecting or banning first. And they will go ahead, opt for the first protect, so that will be the first thing to do in this match. Worst 5 digit will go ahead and protect a map, and as I've said, I think early game Rice might be something that they can possibly look for and test. Oh wow, but they are gonna go for hybrid 1. Um, Very interesting protect from the side of them. But I mean, if you are confident on this map, it's definitely a great boon to have, as we've seen a lot of, I guess, misses and pretty low accuracies when compared to the other maps in this pool. And Phantasma's gonna opt for LN2 to be protected. Honestly, no surprise there. I do know that Heinzel is pretty much an LN player, so definitely kind of the hometown for them in the LN section. Could be multi-suites protected. And I do think that it's probably one of the harder ones, at least compared to LN1 as well.
LM players scare me.
Yeah, LN players are very scary, especially in a tournament like this. It's definitely something that two players on your team will need to kind of build up in order to go deep in this tournament.
People wake up and decide that they're LM players.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know, honestly.
yeah.
Yeah. Phantasma's gonna go ahead and ban Rice 2. Not too fond of the speedy pick. And worst 5 digit's gonna look for their ban and go for Rice 1. Wow, so both kind of streamy maps out of the way.
At least we're still tech.
Alright, so this might be one of these like hybridy LN matches. Something that we haven't seen a lot this weekend. Pretty much a lot of people just kept picking Rice over and over again. Couple of LN picks, however, I don't think that we've really seen a lot of just full LN and hybrids.
We love Rice.
Yeah, first 5 digit is gonna go ahead though and test Rice 5 out. It is the Rice accuracy map of the pool, especially with all of the flams. But rip to the VOD, as we're gonna be DMCA'd yet again.
This is very much of a try not to fall asleep challenge mode.
Oh, definitely. Like this
Yeah.
and like LN1.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really dense in the note placements, but when you do get notes, it does matter a whole lot. And, oh, stream is showing the warm up for some reason. That's interesting,
Oh no.
however. Totally fine. There we go. All right. Moon Halo, 143 in terms of the length. I think it is the second shortest map in the pool besides. He had a map that was 130. I forget what it was, honestly. However, there's not a lot of time to stage a comeback in this map, and especially if you drop possibly on a flam or something,
Mm-hmm.
could prove to be deadly.
The early parts of this map very much fall down to, can you not drop a 200 on the flams?
Exactly, and
Which no one is doing.
Yeah, as we've seen so far, I mean, Kenko and Turfite doing quite well around that 99.6 mark, and Einzel as well. RC lagging a little bit behind at around a 99.4. Took a bit of damage with another 200. That's going to drop them down all the way to a 99.2, and that's going to prove to be the difference for Kenko and Turfite to gain even more of a lead as this map goes into the last fourth.
It really is for more perfects that Phantasma are dropping here.
Exactly.
And
RC just dropping so many 200s after almost like every little phrase we'll see a 200.
Yep.
So that's gonna push them down all the way to sub 99. Einzel holding on at 99.3, but that is beaten by both members of worst 5-digit. It seems like for these guys, their rice accuracy is on point. Yeah, RC with the drop in the last section.
Oh,
wow,
not
that was
even 50s.
the last two notes. Wow.
Yeah.
Super unlucky. It wouldn't have mattered,
Genuine
however. It's
misses, not
just
even 50s.
And Kenko with one grade almost takes it to a 990 score. Yeah, without that grade, would have been a
Best
990.
ratio and 200 count. Yeah,
Very, very impressive.
Certainly a player to be watching.
And I mean, honestly, that ban in Rice 1-4 worst 5-digit kind of seems like a bit of a misplay, possibly, especially if they can take it on early game Rice. Now, early game LN will be tested as Phantasma chooses LN3. Oh wow, and we're gonna get free mod in here as we've got a couple players that have practiced this on mirror. Very cool to see players utilize mirror when it seems like they have trouble on a map, with the original mapping.
Mirror is probably the only reason I got the scores I did on the qualifier LN. I was struggling the entire practice week. I was like, okay, in lobby, I'm just gonna play mirror on my second run.
See, and like it helps. Like sometimes mirror can be used to help unlock that third eye and really push your scores. So again, it's really great to see players utilize mirror when it seems like they are struggling, and if it does work out, I mean, mirror buff is real. Oh yeah, here we go. This was the map that was failing to mention. This is the shortest map in the pool. Asymmetry LN3. Only a minute and a half, however. it is pretty tightly packed, and you are very active with the LNs. Main thing is too, do not forget the last note of the map. We've already seen, I believe, 3 players, unless I missed any in the morning streams. We've missed 3 players, yeah, so far. Drop on the last note. 2 in the same match as well. So if you are playing LN3, especially you, Willow,
Yeah.
don't forget the last note, because a lot of players have.
Yeah, a few 200s here and there from Phantasma, but their ratio and accuracy is just way better. However, XI is yeah, that is not the score you want to be seeing on an LN map.
Yeah, definitely struggling
A
in
break
terms
from
of
RC
the
though.
LN. A break by RC had been traded out earlier, as Kenko had a pretty clean break at that. Though again, with XA's accuracy, I believe this is gonna go ahead and go to Phantasma. Let's check out the last note here.
Oh, that's
Alright, cool.
evil. Why
That
is it
is
there?
evil.
Why is there a note there? What's that charting to?
Don't forget that note.
What is that charting to?
You know, I'm not sure, but yeah. Wow, XA bottom score in the lobby, sub 960. Kenko second bottom score with a 963 with that slider break, I believe. And Einsel, I think, top scored it with a 978 FC.
I'll be really seeing just a trade of winning own points.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Rice
these
free though.
players kind of choose fitting maps for themselves. So no break points so far, and where's 5-digit going on to Rice 3. Pretty expected by them, honestly. I think their next pick will probably be Rice 4 or Strange Inventor afterwards. And Phantasma still has the not banned LN in the pool, as well as I believe Hybrid 2 might pose to be a challenge for Risk 5-digit. Alright, and off to the races. We already see RC, we dropped a 200 or two. Turfight and Kenko holding on strong with 99.7 pluses, as well as Einsel. So it is kind of a battle between these three as RC starts to catch up in the accuracy.
Yeah, some of these earlier picks we have learned that Worst Furniture probably has a more consistent accuracy when it comes down to just accuracy.
Yeah, we do see that blue bar taking a bit of damage. Both players on Phantasma at 99.6. Einsel actually taking a couple 200s. Surfite and Kenko still doing really well above that 99.8 by a very, very large margin.
Yeah, there's a 0.2 difference right now.
Yeah, it seems like Risk 5-digit is definitely a step ahead when it comes to early game Rice accuracy. As this map gets into the last third, we're gonna see the blue bar grow little by little. RC taking a bit of damage again, dropping a couple 200s, dropping to the 99.4. Einsel finally back at that 99.6. However, Turfight and Kenko again have still stayed on to above a 99.7. This last section is a bit more tricky than the others, so we might see a bit of accuracy drops from anyone. However, I don't think any combo breaks will come out. Yeah, no caster curse there. Where's 5-digit? Poised to take it 2-1.
Yeah, so I have a feeling how this is gonna go. Worst 5-digit are gonna pick Rice, win. Phantasma are gonna pick LN, win.
Yeah, I
But
think Phantasma is gonna go ahead and pick their protect probably.
yeah, both players on worst five digit very close to a PFC. That is.
Yeah, ooh, one grade each,
Mm-hmm.
very, very close. 90, or sorry, 991 by Kenko, and almost a
Night
991
getting
by Terrified.
getting 990
Yeah.
at all on V2 is scary.
Oh yeah, definitely. 987 and 984 from Phantasma by Ansel and RC respectively. Oh yeah, I do remember that Worst 5 Digits actually banned a Rice pick instead, so all of the Ellen picks are still up for grabs for Phantasma. However, I think LN1 might be a bit dangerous because it's a slight bit easier than the other two LN maps in the pool, so Worst 5 Digit possibly might come out on top there. Might be pretty close.
Yeah, I wonder how long it's going to take until we start seeing those hybrids that we saw a protection of.
Yeah, and seeing as it was protected by Worst 5 Digit in Hybrid 1,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've been doing so well on Rice, though. It just makes sense for them to pick Carnation next. Rice 4. You know, don't stray from
Yeah,
the
what's
path
been
that
working.
even exactly.
If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah. If you haven't had a break point, don't fix the point. Something like that. But
Yeah,
Phantasma,
yeah.
Phantasma is gonna go ahead with LN2. This is multi-suites. Very, very similar to LN3 asymmetry. Um, so we'll have to
It's just a
see.
longer symmetry.
Yeah, exactly. And Worst 5 Digit has been having a bit of trouble with the releases, especially in XA, I believe, when they had a sub 99 on asymmetry. So we'll have to see how this goes. Star player to look at is probably gonna be Eincel for this one. Yeah, and as this map kicks off, Kenko with a very nice 99.8. Eincel and RC close behind, while XA, as you said, struggling a little bit on the LN releases. Pretty
Mm-hmm.
much every time they need to release, a 300 comes out.
I mean, normally that is the key sign of a five digit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, releases are hard.
Or
So
they
it's
just
really
don't play Mania.
exactly.
They could be. I don't know what clients nowadays don't have release. I think it's only Eterna, isn't it? That
Yeah,
doesn't
pretty
have
much.
release. Quaver
I
has
think only
release.
Eterna.
Yeah,
Could be an
so,
Eterna player.
if those still exist.
Yeah, there are dozens of them out there.
But at
But
least two.
yeah, at least two. Kenko still holding on for worst 5 digit. A 99.77 is really, really good, but with RC and Eincel at a 99.6 and a half and 5.5, that's just enough to edge out XJ's 99.1. So it's gonna give them the lead as we go into this last quarter of the map.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically, the outcome we predicted. XI just cannot get releases down.
Yeah, a couple of 200s on both sides of the UR bar, and
And a
even
break,
a drop to boot. That's gonna seal the deal for Phantasma. We're gonna tie it up 2-2. Whoa, this is looking like a potential tiebreaker match,
Uh-huh.
honestly.
Wait, no, we exactly called it. They didn't even get 99, I don't think.
Yeah, 98.99. 99 or 991 by
Oh
Kenko. Top score in the
no.
lobby, so that is actually really, really impressive. Almost another V1 SS by them. However, RC and Eincel
Mm-hmm.
both around that 985. So that's going to be enough
Yeah.
to get them to 2-2.
Yeah, it's if you look at the qualifier results, it paints the exact same picture as what we're seeing on LN here.
Exactly, yeah.
Like average on the lower end, but one of their teammates was likely getting a decent score.
Ooh, and worst 5-digit for their final pick of this match is gonna go ahead and pick their Protect Strange Inventor. Gonna have to see how this one turns out. I mean,
Mm.
if Terrified and XA can act this as well as they've been doing for the other Rice picks, it would be
I
very, very nice. But I mean, there's a
yeah,
decent amount of LNs. This is hybrid, right? So I'm
I
scared for
wouldn't
XA to drop any 200s.
I wouldn't want to pick this on a hot streak.
Yeah, I mean, I really feel like Carnation is hands down the better pick for them in this matchup and how things have been going. However, we're gonna have to see. I mean, this is the map that they're most comfortable on. So gotta believe in the pick. However, if RC and Einsel are to take a break point, where's 5-digit is gonna have to take one back on Phantasma's final pick. Oh man. At the
Mm,
start, XA taking a bit of damage. 99.3, a couple of 200s. RC I think took one or two as well as they're at a 99.5. Turfite and Einsel battling it out right now for top score in the lobby.
very, very close.
Oh, but RC takes a couple of 200s again as XA has been V1 assessing since my last assessment of them. That's gonna really help as XA is currently being RC and Turfite is beating Einsel in terms of accuracy. Yeah, but that lead is really, really slim. Any 200s can start to swing things over. It's not going to do it too much, however, possibly 3 or 4 total might bring things over to Phantasma.
This is genuinely the only map I think I'm scared of in this pool.
Yeah, it's very, very scary, and especially when there's not a lot of things going on musically. You know, when the song's not in play, those like little breaks are super, super scary. It feels like you're lost, you know?
Polyrhythmic song, not too much going on musically.
Yeah.
It's just terrifying.
Certified finally dropping down from above a 99.7. However, Einsel has also dropped as well. XA and RC getting kind of close in terms of accuracies. XA is still edging RC out just a little bit. That bar is still holding blue quite strongly as we get into the last quarter of the map.
Oh, Einsel, no!
No, that is not what you want to see. I mean, I don't blame them. Chroma Strange Inventor, like this map set is very, very tricky.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing a break is not too uncommon. However, that is pretty much going to seal it for worst 5-digit in this pick, unless we see something like a double break out of Terrified and XA in these next upcoming notes. And we are not. Longest hold ever into a little burst, but 20k points is way, way too much.
They remember it. Nice.
Yeah. They also remembered asymmetry, so I'm glad that
Oh,
they did that.
Einsel,
Oh,
that was such a good score.
yeah, look at that.
Oh,
Only one great, but that 100 and the miss really sealed it
yeah.
and really
Turfight's
solidified the
ratio
lead.
is it's kind of dumb.
Yeah, Turfight's been doing so, so well.
6-1. Okay.
A lot of one grades and 2 grades on these maps so far. But hey, where's 5-digit does find themselves at match point. It is Phantasma to pick and potentially try to get themselves to tiebreaker. They're gonna go ahead and go with LN1. That's also really scary, honestly. I feel like I don't know. We'll have to see. but I feel like it's just enough to where XA won't really find any discomfort, and Turfite would
Mhm.
like really shine in this map, even if it is LN.
Yeah, this match is came down to a formula. Let's see if worst 5 digit can break it right when it matters on match point.
Yeah, and this is pretty cool to see, as I believe this is like one of the this might be the only match where more LNs were picked than Rice, with
Hmm.
all three LNs being picked and only two Rice maps being picked, as well as that hybrid in between.
Which
So this was
depends
an
on which
interesting
one you want
matchup.
to put it in.
Exactly. More like a techie. I mean, I guess it's like balance of things. I don't know. It's kind of hard to
Hmm.
tell in this difficulty range. Yeah, Carnation, Rice 4, and Menta Pin Dora Dora Hybrid 2 will be left behind, as they are not picked and ignored. Loneliness and the Future is going to be the last pick to see if we might have a tiebreaker on our hands.
Best song in my pool.
Very nice song. And we already see XA taking a couple of 300s.
Oh,
No,
Excite?
no, that's
No,
not what you
no,
want to see in the
no.
first 50 notes. XA takes a deadly drop, and now suddenly Worst 5 digit finds themselves on the back foot, not even 100 notes into the map.
That is painful.
That is extremely painful, and especially when you look at the accuracies, Turfite is right up there with Einsel and RC. All of them. No!
No, what
No
is
way!
this?
What's going on? Turfite takes a drop as well. That is one from each player on Worst 5 digit. RC and Einsel are now totally poised to take this map. There's only half of the map left.
Oh my god, Turfite. You've been the most stable player this entire match.
Yeah, that's really good that you're pointing that out. Like Turfite has been such a rock for Worst 5 digit. To see them fall asleep at the wheel, crash and burn, that is not what you want to see in the final map before tiebreaker. RC actually top scoring the lobby, beating Einsel in terms of accuracy, very close to that 990 range.
Well, we all know the outcome now, so like, this
Yeah,
is
best thing now is to just shake off the
Hexai.
nerves.
Hexai, please get 99.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
no, please,
oh,
no,
hello,
please.
hello. You're
Why did I?
scaring me. You're cursing
No!
them.
What did I do? No! Oh, Hexai couldn't even get 99 on again. No. Oh, I looked. And it all went wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Two
nine
slider
souls
breaks
range. What is that?
from Turfite and XA. As we said, both of them fell asleep at the wheel at different times. RC and Einsel, mid 99.4 scores. That's going to be enough for a 982 from each of them. We're going to find
Hmm.
ourselves at the final destination. This is going to be tiebreaker Backbeat
Yes.
Maniac.
It's players get a 2 minute break for a tiebreaker normally. I assume that applies here.
Yep, so definitely all the players should really take their time. As I've said, get the nerves out.
Hmm. No way, Kenko's in.
Oh wow. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and see Kenko in for this one. Probably, I don't know. We're gonna have to see. Maybe XA didn't practice the TB. I feel like a lot of players don't, honestly.
I mean, why would you expect a TB in round of 64 when matches are commonly not close enough for this to happen?
Yeah, so I don't know. Whoever did practice TV is gonna be rewarded by, knowing the map a little bit more, less chance of a drop, or better accuracy overall,
Mm-hmm.
as they've had the practice on it. So we're gonna have to see how things turn out for this. Couple of LNs to start us off. Einsel actually finding themselves at a sub 99, taking even more damage. Kenko as well. Terrified surprisingly not top scorer of the lobby right now. That's gonna be RC.
TB is my favorite hybrid pick.
Oh yeah. TB is just a hybrid, so
Oh my.
as
How is
things
it this
have turned
close?
out, yeah, scores like that bar is very close to flickering, and
No,
as Einsel
no.
takes a 200,
Wait.
it's gonna start to flicker. All of the players so close in accuracies. Basically, all of them are at 99.44 right now. Kenko does find themselves a 200, and still trying to propel themselves up to 99.5. And in the breakdown section, we have a lot more LNs, and this is where a lot of the accuracy drops will come into play.
Kenko just can't stop getting 200s.
Yeah, getting down to 99. Every little release just finds themselves a 200.
Yeah, first quarter for TB over now. Out of the first drop. Second drop, Phantasma find themselves in the lead due to those insane amount of 200s that Kenko found.
Yeah, and even Terrified as well. We've spoken about how consistent they are. However, the map that you need the most, Terrified is at a 99.1, well below RC and Einsel right now. As we gear up for this last third of the map.
For a map of this length, this is not even close. But it's becoming close.
Yeah, there's a couple of bursts left in the map that I can foresee Einsel or RC maybe taking a drop, and things might be tied up a little bit more. However, Phantasma
There hasn't been a break. They don't know they're winning. They don't know they're winning.
They don't. The nerves are really getting to them, and as this build-up happens, we're about to hit that burst section I was talking about. All players doing quite well. I think Kenko took a 200 or two.
Einsel, hold?
Yeah, RC and Einsel need to hold on. No drops are needed. It's okay if they tank accuracy just a little bit. They have such a great lead over both players from worst 5-digit. And as this map closes out, there's not too much left for RC or Einsel to find themselves a drop on. Last little section here, and at the end of the day, Phantasma is gonna find themselves with a very close win.
It took
Too close for comfort.
Yeah, it took a while for us to get here, but this is the outcome we all saw.
Yeah, Phantasma doing well in the most important map of the pool. Terrified and Kenko really did their best on this map, and XA as well on the other maps. However, it just was not enough when the difficulty got increased, and we saw RC and Einsel really shine in the harder map. So that's gonna be it for this match. That was
Yeah.
Phantasma taking it 4-3 over worst 5-digit. We do have a match coming up. I believe that is. Oh gosh, that was Combo Trouble
Yeah.
versus the. You want to say it, Willow?
Ashton
the
Gosdell's show V10? Something like that? I don't know.
probably better than me.
Yeah, after a short break, we will see you for that match. Goodbye for now.